So, with me today is someone who, I don't know why we were not friends for the 3 years he was in town. In fact, 3, 4 years, Abi? Ba?
Yeah, in 2017.
Okay, so the first time me and George had to do something was for multi-choice. And George was like, I didn't know you were this cool. I thought you were one gay. No.
Sure. You're as cool as they come.
You see, I always say that I'm a cool person. I don't know why you're making me blush, but please, I need the hoodlum in me to come out for this.
Are you blushing? That's true.
I'm blushing, actually. I am. Like, I can feel my voice laughing. No, the hoodlum has to come out.
I feel like taking over this interview right now. Divine, actually, how do you feel?
I feel good. So, I was supposed to have you before. And George, I think it was immediately after my dad's burial. I was like, oh, George, come on board. I'm in town. He said he was in town. And I'm like, okay. Then I say, George, cut soap for me now. Your girl is broke. Oh. George, no pick my call. George, no reply my chat again as I talk money.
Because you said...
Officially.
Because of the soap?
Yes, officially on this
you're
show.
My sister. Anything I could do for you, I'm just checking for that soap now. Because
please don't bring the 30 billion gang line here.
We're in the same street, man.
Okay, talking about streets. George was a presenter, still a presenter.
Yeah.
He was an OAP extraordinaire. He was trying to look for all the accolades, but any accolade you can use to define George, someone who is good.
Voiceover actor.
Everything.
A voice actor, as it's known.
Yeah, but right now, he is in fact, you say you want to do interview.
Trained journalists.
Introduce yourself now.
Nigeria Sports Journalist of the Year 2018.
All right.
Football Journalist of the Year 2019. Akwa Ibom Sports Journalist of the Year 2020.
I gave you one last year.
Best Newscaster 2020 male.
No, for what? Okay, yeah. Knuckles,
yeah.
Knuckles. I think I did that.
Yes. You gave me 2 awards.
And he was, one of the reasons why there are few people in this media business that I really give that respect is.
Wow.
In the course of that, anchoring that event, George kept on sending me messages. Divine, the sound is bad.
Yeah.
Divine, I think you should do this. I think you should do that. See, I had other friends in that event. Nobody reached out. It was only George who kept on sending me messages like, do this, do that. So I forgive you for not cutting soap for me during my
I'm
father's
a good
burial.
friend too, so.
Yes, you are. But you go chop fisherman soup, carry me. Walked into the studio feeling all good
You were
yourself.
setting up for me, so I said, after the show, we could go have it. But it's great to be here.
No. Say that again.
After the show, no wahala now.
No. I think you should repeat it. The full sentence. We go have waiting.
Oh.
Again.
We'll go and have fisherman soup.
She'll get me and Eli.
You and Eli, right?
Yeah, no, not right. It sounds like you're asking me a question.
Okay. Eli has been checking up on me, man.
So are you beefing?
See, out of sight. I don't know why you guys do this in this town.
No, but I check up on you once in a while. And when you see some, on my status, you're always like, babe, you're still in this street. I'm like, yeah, always in the street.
That's true.
Okay, so let's get down to business. Why did you leave radio?
Okay. Took a break from radio to pursue one of my passions. Which is, football administration. I've worked closely with football teams. I've covered the Super Eagles right from the days of Kanu Ankwor, Joseph Yobo, Shebi Olofinjana, Osazi Odenwige. Those are some of my very close footballers. And I've been able to, get into the workings of, a football team and all that. So I really love traveling with football teams. I have been to 3 World Cups in South Africa, in Brazil, and in Russia, the recent one, which some of my activities there won me the best sports journalist in Nigeria that year. And then I've been to Nations Cups as well. I love just attending and covering sports activities. So now I have an opportunity to be part of one of the biggest innovations. I was part of the foundation of Vandresa FC, which is right now very well known, all over. And many people even say, look, it looks like the media arm of this team is like the best part of it. But
you guys look so posh online.
We're actually posh.
George, cut soap for me now.
Calm down now.
Because you seem to be like in everything.
Yeah,
in
well,
everything.
well.
I'm doing it very well, actually.
Yes, I thank you very much. I don't know. You're saying that.
No, but let me really
Yeah.
give you some accolades. You know, really appreciate you. I follow your tweets online, even if I'm not always on Twitter. But
Yeah.
anytime I see your tweet or I see your WhatsApp status, the graphics from your team,
Yeah.
the way the words are constructed, the way the information is being passed, I say congratulations. I think I got to know the team before I even got to know you were working with the team.
Oh, really?
And I'm
That's
like,
good.
so it's even wow.
So it's
No,
even
but-
George is here.
So
You know,
you increase the number of fish in my fisherman soup because
No wahala.
I've given you enough.
You're covered by Vandals FC. You know, so I mean, at the point I was already affiliated with the team while I was with Comfort FM, but the job became very big. You know, there was a directorate role to play,
Okay.
and you know they just couldn't look at anyone else. You know, and then George, this place is open. Really, it's not just about being associated with us or being a consultant for us. We're moving to Lagos. We need to
Where were they
get
before
serious.
they moved to Lagos?
Akwa Ibom. They were here in Uyo.
Are you kidding me?
Of course, this
Oh.
team actually started in Akwa Ibom.
And they were not so loud till I think they got to
Where?
Lagos.
Okay, so what does that tell us, though?
I
Must
know.
you get to Lagos to blow?
I don't want to say it. You can still blow in Akwa Ibom. Come on.
Yeah,
Come
you can.
on.
I mean, you can, but I mean, there were circumstances that led to their leaving. They needed proper branding.
Yeah,
Vandals
and
FC needed proper branding.
You've done a good job doing the branding. But let's talk about your days in radio. You
Yeah.
know, your days in, media. You're still in media anyway.
Yeah, of course,
I
I'm
shouldn't
still
even
in
use
the
the word media. Your days in radio when you were doing the what a rush.
You know.
Hey, let me do the voice. Ella, listen, take a cue. Cue me in. What a rush.
Breaking out of
Core sports.
core sports. I mean, it's a matter of interest and the ability to just embrace any task that's ahead of you. And that's what I tell younger broadcasters. You don't need to be just stereotype. You need to expand your horizon. As a broadcaster, you need to know everything.
A little bit about everything.
A little bit about everything, obviously, and so that happened when I got to Comfort FM. I came in as a sports.
Did you ever feel like, okay, so I've not done this before? At some point, you're gonna be like when I left,
Yeah.
I left morning to do
Okay,
nights.
yeah.
And I know Rose will be like, okay, you've never done nights.
Night before, yeah.
So I had to understudy from her.
And you did very well at
I know,
night.
I
as
was
well.
the babe.
Yeah.
Just
We're
tell
always
me I was
thinking
a
about. We're thinking about. Oh man, this
Tell me,
divine.
I was a
It's-
sugar.
Yeah, you were.
Did I make you use soap?
Wow. Come on.
Do you know anyone who used the Vaseline?
I don't know.
Who used the oil?
Divine.
Naughty
Okay.
me. But
Well,
that's how
but
naughty I was.
That's how you made a lot of people feel, and coming from it's right that you say core sports, because I don't think that lots of people did core sports like we did. I'm
Yeah.
talking about people who worked with Brilla FM, the only sports station in Nigeria. I did 7 years there. So I was like a core sports, morning, afternoon, evening, night. When
You
I
were
say
sports.
I was sports, I had to know everything.
Okay, so
I had to know who the mother of Alex Ferguson was. I need to know when the Super Eagles are arriving. Nobody needs to tell me the stories. I needed to know that. So we're very up and doing. And I mean, like I said, you just had to. There was a task ahead of me. Now, the deal for Comfort FM was get someone, a voice that's not heard here in Akwa Ibom, obviously.
Yeah, I remember.
And then he's sports. In fact, everybody knows him, that he can deliver sports. And we can use sports as our niche, which actually happened, When I came.
I completely would not agree.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd say that, but even the guys who were here in Akwa Ibom do know. I mean, I was I was a big friend of theirs.
You were the hot cake.
Yeah.
You were the big shot. But trust me,
no, sports actually shifted to Comfort FM. It's just normal.
I don't think so.
Before I came to Uyo.
It was Sammy X.
I hosted a training where I trained some of those who are actually doing sports in all those stations.
Okay.
So I know that. And when I came, sports shifted
But
to Comfort FM.
Don't you feel like
because of no, because of I've told you my background.
It's completely
You can't you can't sleep. You should notice when George or someone who has this kind of background comes in to do sports in a place like Akwa Ibom. I'm not saying that Akwa Ibom is a dull town, but things aren't
you were
really
here for 3 years, man.
things we needed to just spike up things, so and that happened.
It was okay, so let's just agree you came, and competition had to sit up and do better.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's.
But at the end of the day, we're the only station to go abroad, cover the World Cup, cover the Nations Cup.
That's your bragging right,
which is big,
I wouldn't.
But shout out to all other sports guys. They're equally very good, and we work together. We're like a team.
So let's talk personal life. I know for us broadcasters, people don't understand that, what they see or what they hear is not what we are behind closed doors.
Please, can you say that again?
What they see, what they hear is not us behind closed doors.
That's true.
We are totally different persons. We need our space because, come on, the light is always on you. And when you want to just be in the dark, let us just be in the dark and,
That's true. We want to be in the dark.
And one of the most crazy things that I feel like people do, you tell me yours is a guy comes to your DM and tells you, I love you. And he feels like he has this entitlement mentality that you should be happy.
Happy, yeah.
You should be grateful that he singled you out of all the women to come into your DM because you are popular. Because you're popular, you are not allowed. You guys rarely come to you. Then the flip side is some other guys just feel like every chick in the media industry is a whore. So what's yours?
Well, I'm going to talk from a male angle, right?
Exactly.
But I reckon with you on the women aspect because it's just two ways. I think it's even more on the second part that you're on radio, so
you're. Considering I was doing the night, some guys just come into my DM and say, "So Diva, I'm having a hard on right now," and I'm like,
"Can you imagine?"
Sometimes I just read and I don't respond. Sometimes they send me pictures and I'm like, "So what do you want me to do about it?" It's your voice, and I'm like, "Go fuck yourself."
So, as you guys, you just had Divine, right? Anyway, but I think that's what you make people do on radio. I know the influence that people like us do have, on listeners. And then sometimes I just want to enter a bike, I just want to stroll. Sometimes I just want to, just sit down somewhere and then nobody knows.
And go to the mall and stroll and nobody's saying
nobody knows anything. But at this age of social media, so even though radio is no more a blind medium anyway.
Not cool. I don't know who told radio stations to start streaming.
Everybody knows you now.
Exactly.
So you're somewhere and then you're just having a drink and you probably just need to watch what you say, and then some people, like it in New York, for instance, people already know who you are, and it's when they are leaving, they're like, it's you, George, right? Hey, correct. So if you had sat there and you've messed up, you've goofed, you're your own. So we do have our private lives. And then when it comes to
the chicks.
Chicks. I was even coming to money part, but
no, we'll get to let's leave that for last.
Okay. That's the cocoa, right?
Yeah, that's the cocoa.
Then the chicks is the cocoa.
It's the cocoa.
Or the co. Anyway, for guys, they're chicks. I mean, who want to fall in love with a voice like mine?
Has anybody ever told you that? I think George is tall, slim, dark and handsome, plenty six pack.
Of course, but
we know
they get disappointed sometimes. But
you're not bad
we're happy that we're not that bad, We meet some expectations. Well, the last person that said that to me was a guy, actually.
Really?
Yeah, 2 days ago. I was like, Mighty George, for the first time. I actually thought it was Mighty George. Yeah, like, bros, now we be this, so, you know? We're only mighty in the studios.
Abby?
So, yeah, we get that attraction.
Okay.
But somehow people just know that you're probably not, you don't reciprocate the way they give out. These days, we pick who we want to
be close to, be friends with.
Be friends with. And then because of that tag, I mean, you're divine, you're full chests. You don't just hang around people who you don't think that your people have got your back just in case of anything. And then, I mean, these days of scandals, you can't just be messing around with anyone.
Now that you mentioned scandal, I am one for, if it happens, shit happens, we move on.
We move, right?
I'm telling you, no matter.
Well, these days, even scandals blow people.
Exactly. Please, who is going to scandal me? Scandal me. Scandal me.
Okay. So
No,
I'll give you an idea.
No, don't. I don't. I still like.
While the camera is on.
No, I like my quiet life. No, but let's be real. If say I get into a scandal right now, I'm not going to say anything. Because we're in an era where someone says, "Oh, I'm going to share your nude photos." Come on, they do Photoshop right now. Somebody can just sit down and make me.
And make you.
Not there.
You're not the one, yeah.
So even if it's real, I'm going to tell you it's a lie.
No, I mean, look at Dangote's issue. He didn't even say anything.
He didn't say anything. No, but that's okay. So my friend was just telling me about some scandal recently, and that she was warning the guy, "Don't go and respond to this lady. Don't respond to her on Facebook." And isn't this our quiet bomb? And the guy went to respond. And when she was telling me, I said, if I were the guy, somebody says something about me, I'm just going to keep you quiet. Because my silence is either a yes or a no.
Oh, no.
And
That's
people
true.
will even respect you more when you don't come
when you
out
don't
and,
say anything.
especially when you don't say anything. It goes to say, oh, actually this person is not lying.
Yeah.
And you look lying. More mature. So please, let's talk money.
Yeah.
Money.
The cocoa.
George, have you lost the rush to say the money part? See, let's just be real. Radio does not give you it just makes you very famous.
That's what I was balancing. Radio doesn't give you. We don't earn as much as we're supposed to. It's just one of my friends, Temisa Nkomi, says his profile is a guy with way too much swag and brains, but with very little pay. Because
no, that's a posh way to describe us.
I'm telling you,
a very posh, brilliant.
Yeah. We have swag on radio. We have the brains because you throw things at us. We know how to do the interviews, the big ones. I've been privileged to host. I mean, I don't know, big. I remember when I hosted. I interviewed Evander Holyfield. You know him, the great boxer, and I also interviewed Lucky Dube.
Oh.
Yeah, when I was in Abuja. We're like, man, yeah, big time.
Oh, I remember when Laycon came December.
Yeah, okay, then
my DM was about to blow up.
Yeah,
Divine, you have blown. My brothers literally posted that thing on their status and tagged me everywhere saying my sister is now my sister has blown. I said, Laycon, no give me 5 naira. 5
naira I interview him now.
How much can give you? Talk.
I don't see anything. No.
So that's what we go through. So when you see us around, but right now I'm proud to be with the communications officer for Vandreza because I'm very sure that George is not going to leave here like that because we know what those brown envelopes do sometimes.
We don't actually in Vandreza we're very straight. We don't give bribe. So
you're not bribing us. You're just telling us lunch.
Oh, lunch.
Yes, lunch.
But
you could do lunch.
It might be seen to as a means of swaying you, coercing you. Yeah, no. we don't do those kind of things.
The media does not influence the ball that will be kicked in the stadium, so don't worry.
All right. Speaking of that, yes, that's my position now. Media and Communications Director of Vandreza FC. Okay. We've been, opportune to do one or two things with Nectar Studios, which show the direction we've been going. If you look at clubs abroad, now one of my motivations for dropping my microphone and going with Vandreza well, it's not like I dropped my microphone because now I'm an official commentator.
Okay.
All right. Vandrosa FC has a channel, a TV channel.
Oh, nice.
The only club that has a TV channel. So we
In
air,
Nigeria?
Yeah, in Nigeria. Yes, no other club does that. So we air our games there. So I'm like one of the official commentators. So I still took my mic with me. But one of the things that really attracted me was the professionalism, the vision. I was saying, look, if I'm going to be involved in anything, it has to be something top notch.
Okay.
And thankfully, it has happened. Many people talk about how we spend so much on branding and media, and then our team has to get it well as well. I understand that. We have a game on Saturday, and this is one of the things we're trying to get right, get the right players on the pitch. I mean, look at Arsenal. Arsenal don't always win their games, but they have their fans. Very loyal fans.
Very loyal fans.
Very loyal fans.
See, they say date an Arsenal guy. Trust me, he's not going to cheat on you.
He won't cheat on you.
Exactly. So let's talk about. I don't even know what I want to discuss.
Yeah. So wait, you've thrown the pass to me as my my club, and let me just let me say this, that I would like Nigerians to support a brand like Vandrosa FC. It is proudly Niger. It is giving us an idea of what that Nigeria can actually do, what is done in the UK.
Absolutely.
You know, we admire these things. People don't get paid to talk about Arsenal on sports shows. You know, sometimes I tell my colleagues, I don't need to give you money to talk about Vandrosa FC. This is your own club. This is Nigeria.
No, so because it's you, we should all be Vandrosa.
No, I'm saying no. You can actually talk about a football club that is doing well in Nigeria without being paid to do it.
Well, so I used to hear about big names like Aiba, Aqua United.
Yeah.
No offense, but
Kano Pillars.
No, not really. But I used to hear about Rangers.
Rangers,
yes. But recently, I think our space has been flooded with Vandrosa. Not that I'm trying to make you feel good. I don't patronize anyone. I say it as it's doing me. But let's leave football. I'm not a football person.
Okay.
But congratulations. I like when I see my fellow media person growing in the industry or doing greater things. Because, you know, if it's only the radio alone, we're always, you know, we're popular there, or they can hear our voice, but bad no they follow.
Is that what my friend calls popular popper? That I told him that's a strong word, but a strong phrase. But,
yeah, but that's true.
Yeah, but
that's true.
One thing's sure, the media gives you a platform and opportunity to be anything in the world, anything you want to be.
And thanks for saying that. I think it would have been unfair if we didn't mention it.
Yeah.
You know, one of the things that media has done for me is I have gotten to meet a lot of people. I've got to know a lot of people. And I try not to abuse the relationship because, yes, in as much as I know them, and, you know, I try to make the relationship as balanced as possible. So let's talk about one last thing.
Okay.
Recently, I have been seeing your tweets. And you always have a daily dose of motivation. One day I come shock. I say, now you be the official motivational speaker for these people. Because George has switched. The George I know used to, you know, but right now, every day he just goes like, so I'm just taking a walk and something just popped into my mind. I'm just like, you know, when you want to do stuff like, bro, what's up? Tell us.
Man,
just be real.
I'm motivating people and myself. That's it, man. Well, I mean, it's there comes.
Is there something we should know?
What, like what? Midlife crisis or what?
Well,
I don't.
They say it comes at 40.
Okay, talking about 40, I'm just very close. I'm just around there.
I know. That's why I mentioned.
No, but I think that because of what I've seen in life, what I've also seen in the past few months about how God has been good. You know, yes, really. I'm actually,
shocked.
yeah. I mean, I'm not going all out preaching, but I'm trying to
what God cannot do does not exist. It has touched you too.
Of course.
Welcome to the club, bro.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. You know, so I've seen a lot of things. I stepped out of a platform, and I'm in one platform which is very expository. It's, you know, I'm learning a lot, and I'm saying that, you know, I've seen it that where you are it isn't actually, the final destination.
Absolutely.
It is not. Is even no matter how old you are, it's still a journey.
You
just
can still push yourself.
You push yourself. I mean, that's it. That's just life. So sometimes, and recently, I just need to remind people. I remind myself as well, and all that. I'm also grateful for what has also happened in my life in terms of places I've worked and I've left. There's nowhere that I've left that I cannot actually
still go back
and say, hey, what's up? And they're like, hey, Mighty
Oh,
George.
Talking about leaving, when you said you were leaving, how did they feel? How did the company take it?
That's Comfort FM, right?
Was there drama? Yes, that's Comfort. Was there? I want to know, just between you and I.
Well, I mean, it came almost seamlessly, but with some, intrinsic pain on the part of the owner, and then, I mean, for myself as well. But what I said was that, here's always going to be my home. And that's the reason I was in the studios today and I read the news.
Are you for
I took the midday news. And anytime I come around, they're like,
so
George, just take, come on, we missed your voice.
How did you even get to... I'm not a news person. I struggled I struggled. I was always making mistakes. There's no day I take that bulletin that I don't make mistake. Even if it's just the 1 minute news on the I always make mistakes.
I'm a product of the FRCN.
Yeah. That's where you.
So that's where it was very. So even if
that's not one of my strongest areas.
Yeah. So even if you're doing sports, I noticed that sometimes that most of our sports presenters, all they say, okay, I know this, I have the sports knowledge, but your delivery is key. And back then at FRCN, it had to be key because, it's all about English, the Cockney, your diction and everything. So I'm one of those few sports presenters who, I'm not trying to brag, but I mean, I actually presented.
It's absolutely allowed. Don't
well,
worry.
You
feel. It's good to feel yourself. Feel it, bro. When last did you feel yourself?
Oh, well, I'm feeling myself now for full chest, though. So I had to learn how to do that.
Okay.
And so I tasted some of the news at Brilla FM when I introduced the part where they say outside the arena. So out of all the sports, because it was just full sports then.
Okay, so
and then I advertised outside the arena, so that means you talk about sports and other things outside. And so from there, I already got a hang of reading news, and then, mostly I've learned on the job though, but I've been opportune to be tutored by some great broadcasters, Sonny Rabel right there at FRCN. Also Richard Asiegbu, Emeka Odigbo. And then when I went to Brilla FM, of course, Larry Zamoje. And shout out to Eddie Ekpeyong of Comfort FM.
I didn't work with Larry, but someone who had worked with Larry was my boss when I started radio.
Oh, okay.
And he brought like 80% of Larry's method to where we were.
Larry's a soldier, man. He's a general.
My then boss will tell you, your head is big. What do you have in your head? My head is big. What do you know? Like he bullies you to get it right.
He
comes into the studio and you're saying something and it's like, just...
What are you saying?
He'll tell you to go on a break. You just like, go on a break. And he's like, you're so dumb. God, where did you learn broadcasting?
You know what, Larry?
You are full of... He will tell you all the nasty words and tell you it's time to
Some
go back.
Some people have... the impression of my own managerial style. I've been a manager at Brilla FM, Comfort FM. Many will tell you, George I'm all George. You can't work with George and you'll be sleeping, George disappear, or George is just pushing me. And I'm thankful that today,
it's paying off.
It's paying off on, most of the presenters. In fact, all of them who were there, who have been, mentored by me and have worked with me. And
I wish I worked with you.
Man, you would have loved it. You would have certainly loved it.
Are you that kind of boss where we are drinking together, we're, passing sticks?
And then when we go to the office.
No, and you are sending me query while we are doing that for something I did in the morning.
If it's very pressing, I will do it. I'll do it
is
then.
That kind of person.
Oh, really?
Slice will be laughing with you. You are drinking and Slice is like... Your phone is vibrating, and you look at it. Slice has said query.
Can you imagine? What the thing is, if it's very pressing, I'll send at that time. But I'll get back to when I get to the office. It's
Office is
office
always-
mode.
Oh,
You know, but when we are drinking and chilling,
Sloas has the drinking, chilling, and office in it. He's nice to you. You guys are laughing, eating from the same plate, and Sloas is telling you, I've not seen that report too. It's almost time, 6 o'clock.
That one day.
It be like say you don't type the query, the
That
weights,
one
because
day.
6 o'clock you need to respond, making. Oh my God.
that one day. That
Okay.
one day. So it's I mean,
So recently you
lovely
said,
journey.
I didn't want to ask this, but you said a lot has happened to you in recent times and you're becoming wiser and better. What's that one thing you see in humans that you are tired of? Like, for me, people pretend we're not. A lot of persons are not real to themselves.
yeah.
They live in denial. What's that one thing for you?
Okay, first I agree with you on that part. That's what we see these days. And then I've also seen, which has been part of my mantra now, that people don't actually push themselves. There are lots of people like these days. I get lots of messages, Mighty George, I'm this and that, I'm broke, I'm this. I have more account numbers of people I don't know. Than even my own family.
My own cell phone.
I think I have yours too.
Hey,
So you'll be one of those people.
off mic.
You
Well,
know,
you
so
never send me money now.
no, are
No,
you
but
sure?
I think
I have.
No, we've had a business deal that you had to pay for some stuff for.
Imagine,
For
I was
more-
good. I kept good to the business.
Yes,
So,
no,
yeah.
it was business, but I know I was joking with you.
Do you have my
but
account
it was
number?
not joke.
Do you have my account number?
I think I do.
So I've noticed that lots of people are always crying for this and that, and I look at myself like, okay, do they really think that I?
But the business makes us feel like we're so rich.
Yeah, well,
Judge, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, please, I want to not just, tell you to cut soap for us.
I'm looking for more soap, bigger soap too.
You don't need the factory ready to make the soap. Just show us road. Either how to make our own factory or how we go to cut this soap. Simple.
Believe in yourself.
Or where we go buy.
Believe in yourself. Push yourself.
So-
You can do it. Yes, you can.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
10 years from now.
Yeah. You want to
Wow.
have a radio station? You want to have your own football club? Or you just want to be traveling around the world, following one club around, or be a manager for Chelsea, or communications person for
You
Chelsea?
know what?
or something?
I'm actually devoted right now
To Van Reza.
to Vandreza FC. So I wouldn't mind being with Vandreza FC in the next 10 years, but I'm going to also have something on the side because, I'm a media person, I'm a broadcaster. I want to have a talk show like you, imagine. I'm trying to be like you. And
Van
then
Reza should come and sponsor my show.
a radio station, which I hope and I'm positive that Vandreza FC will also sponsor. Don't worry, I'll put our proposals together, your own and mine. All right?
No, mine should come first. You're already in them. You're with them.
No,
You're for
my
them.
own has to
I'm
click now,
outside.
so that I'll put your own and say this one too.
No, see,
I
would say
it's the whole media.
I would live, breathe, and walk in Van Reza if you sponsor this show. It's not so much money.
Okay,
Trust me. Everybody who comes in this show has to wear your jersey,
no problem.
has to wear your cap. I would be.
But do you know football though? Are you a football fan?
I know free kick, offside, off shots.
What do you call? What's an offside?
No, okay, offside is when you wanted to score the goal, but the team went over by the side. At this point, I beg to say that this is where we are drawing the curtain to this interview.
Don't worry.
Before
I'll
George,
coach you.
before George would,
Don't worry.
I'm out. Anyway, George, what's the few words you leave us with before we say goodbye?
Yeah. So I'm going to be back on radio. I actually have a show now.
Okay.
A 15-minute show on Comfort FM. I'm going to have some more,
nice.
and then maybe take up to about an hour, and so that I can, fans actually missing the rush,
Exactly.
Let me
You
do
should
something.
something.
All right, it's been a wonderful time right here on Nectar Podcasts with Divine.
Whatever.
Full chest.
Whatever.
And I hope to go full chest once again with her in the future.
Exactly.
On the show?
Okay, yeah, I wanted to be
That's
sure.
what I meant.
Yeah. You got it? All right.
All right, time to go. Love you. Thank you for hosting me.
Yeah.
Small me.
And tell
you
your
know?
people to subscribe to Nectar Studios.
Yeah. Guys, make sure you're subscribing to Nectar Studios. Check them out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever.
Yeah,
and make sure you're following me.
We're on Trailer.
Oh, trailer as well. Make sure
Yeah.
you're following at I am Mighty George on Twitter, Mighty George _NG on Instagram, and then Mighty George on Facebook
So
as well.
permission to cut all
I
your
usually
tweet
do.
and post, right?
I do giveaways too. So follow me right now.
I will sleep in your Twitter. I am the queen of collection of
Are you
giveaways.
serious?
Me? You know, get celebrity when I already go there giveaway. Even if I no go collect, I go there that trade.
No, I can just slide into my DM. You
See,
don't even
I'm
need
alright.
to.
I'm always in your DM.
Slide in, slide in.
But bro, give me cut soap for me. You have my account number.
No, when we come out, we will come out.
If you know do am next show, I go talk am say that Vandreza guy just come, just bobo me, just go.
You know, say you know go fit do that one. You know, say I'll deliver.
That means you don't plan to bobo me before, guys. This is where we call it
Vandreza
a
has
rush.
my back.
He go shock you.
Nectar has my back.
Eli, you hold the back, you get the back. All right, guys, thank you so much
Thanks
for
a lot.
joining. My name is Divine Igovie. You can call me the big deal, but this is Full Chest. Kindly follow us on YouTube right now. Hit that follow button and let us know what you think about this interview. If there's anything you want me to talk about on the show, I'm always here. I'm your girl. But then please follow us on Instagram. We are Nectar Studios. Everywhere, I'm Divine Igovie. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Peace out. Love ya. It's a wrap.